And I want to welcome you into the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com, as always presented by Tab Bank. I'm Alex Napoles. We're here at Pleasant Grove High School as we get ready to tip off between the Lone Peak Knights and the Pleasant Grove Vikings. It's the Vikings in their home white. They win the tip. They'll be going to the left of your screen here in the first half. And it is the Lone Peak Knights in the black. They'll go to the right. Possession here with the Vikings. Ball put up by Mossman. It's no good, and now Lone Peak here with possession. As the Knights starting the season off 0-1, trying to go 1-1 tonight, but here's a steal for the Vikings. Ball put up, it's no good, but the whistle and the fouled call, that was Jackson Brown taking it to the hoop. Couldn't get it to go, but now Brown heads to the line. Crew fathering called for his first foul of the night. And Brown here with the free throws. First free throw is up. First free throw is good. And the first points of the evening belong to the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Second free throw coming up. Brown puts it up, and it is no good. 1-0 lead here for the Pleasant Grove Vikings off the free throw. Jaden Hughes for the Knights. Plays it to Brimhall. Brimhall looking for options. Leaves it for Fotheringham. Plays it across to Saxon Young. Young floats one back up to Fotheringham underneath and slams it down with two hands. Jaden Hughes, the first bucket for the Knights, and they lead it 2-1. Vikings on the other end trying to respond. Ball given away. Now here comes Lone Peak. Young floats it up. No good, but the whistle and the foul called. Knights with a nice steal. Quickly push it up the other end, trying to extend their lead. And instead we'll have Saxon Young at the line for free throws with 6:50 left here in the first quarter. Young at the free throw line. Free throw is up. Free throw is good. And a second free throw coming up here for the Knights. Free throw attempt number 2 for Young. Ball is up, and it's good. 2 for 2 on that trip to the line as the Knights extend the lead 4-1. Again, 6:56 left to go. Here comes the Pleasant Grove Vikings on the other end. Blackett underneath. Reverse layup is up and in. Milo Johansson with the bucket and pulls the Pleasant Grove Vikings back within one. Knights on the other end with Young. Young on the wing, guarded by Johansson. Ball put up by Saxon Young, and it's good. 7-3, Knights lead. Saxon Young with the three-point shot. Ball on the other end. Mossman puts it up, no good. Rebounded by the Knights. Wrestled out of the air by Broadhead. Now here's Saxon Young, who brings it up for Lone Peak. Lone Peak on the wing. Pulls up, and another deep three from Saxon Young. 10-3 Knight lead. Ball on the other end. Here come the Vikings trying to respond. Milo Johansson gets the Jackson Brown gets the bucket. Makes it 10-5. Young on the other end. Back-to-back three-point shots from Saxon Young. Here with possession. Leaves it for Fotheringham, who pulls up and gets it to go. The Knights are hot from beyond the arc. Great shooting. 13-5, they lead. Vikings on the other end trying to respond. Mossman, ball poked away. Lands at Johansson, who drives. Step back jumper, and it's good. Milo Johansson makes it 13-7 with 5:10 left. Saxon Young will bring it up for the Lone Peak Knights. He crosses the timeline. Guarded by Johansson. Young, near the top of the key, pulls up for another three. Gets it to go, is fouled. And he'll head to the line for the 4-point play. Saxon Young. (16-7) Knight lead. To the line, sheet 1, number 2, Saxon. Young back at the free throw line. Looking for the 4-point play. Ball put up, and free throw is good. 1 for 1 on that trip to the line, and extends the Lone Peak lead up to 10, 17-7 with 4:52 left. Preston White. Blackett leaves it back for White. White tries to float one out towards Johansson. And it goes out of bounds. A turnover for the Vikings. Ball going back to Lone Peak. Young will bring it up. Young crosses the timeline. Floats it underneath. Stolen away. Blackett here with possession for the Vikings. A whistle and the foul called. Brandon Blackett stealing it underneath the basket. Blackett, the leading contributor returning for the Vikings this season, averaged 10 points per game last season. Jackson Brown will leave it for White. And now here comes Preston White for the Vikings. Mossman. Blackett drives. Blackett underneath. Kicks it back out. Mossman to White. Preston White drives. Preston White. Jaden Hughes comes across and slaps it away. Blackett. Lost the handle. Loose ball. Knights possession. Quickly out to Hughes. Hughes. Layup. No. Rebound brought in by Johansson. The whistle. Jaden Hughes doing a phenomenal job at one it, swatting that one away. Lone Peak taking it to the other end, trying to extend this lead. But one back by the Vikings off the foul, and now here comes Pleasant Grove trying to respond down 10, 17-7. Here's Mossman. Gets it to Johansson. Back to White. White near the top of the key, guarded by Young. White. Blackett for 3. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound brought in by Young. Young floats it up to Hughes. Hughes underneath to Fotheringham, who lays it up and in. 19-7 Lone Peak lead. Preston White on the other end. Gets it to Blackett. Blackett drives up the baseline. Underneath now, reverse layup, and can't get it to go. Fotheringham wrestles it down with the rebound. Now here comes Young. Young pulls up 3, no good. They do have a whistle behind the play and a foul called with 3:02 left to go. This one goes against Broadhead, his second. Jency checking in for the Vikings. Also in, Ashton Palmer. Pleasant Grove trying to cut into this lead. Milo Johansson leaves it for Blackett. Blackett plays it to Jency. Now Blackett again, this time for 3, and gets it to go. 19-10. Lone Peak leads. Here's Young, crosses the timeline. 2:37 left to go here in the first. Young on the wing. Leaves it for Fotheringham. And a whistle. And the foul called. Foul will go against Kyler Jency. Lone Peak here keep possession. Hughes to inbound. 2:29 left. Saxon Young. Young to Fotheringham. Near the top of the key, pulls up for 3 and gets it to go. 22-10, Lone Peak extend the lead thanks to the 3-point shot from Crew Fotheringham. Mossman now on the wing. Jency out in the corner for Palmer. Palmer now looking for options. Guarded by Brimhall. Plays it to Blackett. Blackett drives, kicks it out. Johansson, 3 off the iron, no good. Rebound brought in by Brimhall, almost stolen away. Now loose ball, and it will be a whistle and a foul called. This one goes for the Lone Peak Knights. Blackett gets called for his first foul. 4th team foul here for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. And a timeout taken. With 1:43 left to go, the Knights lead it 22-10. We'll take a quick step aside here on the Rewind Sports Network. And I want to welcome you back into Pleasant Grove High School. The Knights lead it 22-10. After the timeout taken, here's Jaden Hughes for Lone Peak. Drives to the lane, puts it up, but the whistle, the foul. And now Jaden Hughes will head to the line for free throws, as Jency called for the foul, his second. 5th team foul for the Vikings. Jaden Hughes at the free throw line. Free throw's up. Free throw is no good. Has chance at one more. Preston White back in, as well as Jackson Brown checking back in for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Hughes, second free throw is up, and it's no good. 0 for 2 on that trip to the line for Hughes. This one stays 22-10, poked away from behind by Brimhall, but the whistle and the foul. Brimhall trying to be opportunistic there and steal that one away. And instead, we'll head down to the other end of the court for free throws, with Lone Peak's 5th team foul here in the first quarter. 1:27 left. Free throw coming up here for Blackett. Free throw is up. Free throw is good. 22-11. Blackett again at the free throw line. Second free throw coming up. Free throw's up. Free throw is good. 2 for 2 on that trip to the line. Gets it back within 10. Here comes the Knights with possession. Plays it across to Hughes. Canton plays it to Fotheringham, who goes for 3. Can't get it to go. Loose ball ends up at Jackson Brown. Brown tries to get it away. Canton steals it back. Now here's Lone Peak. Ball put up by Andreoli, can't get it to go. Viking possession. Palmer crosses the timeline, gets it to Blackett. Blackett guarded by Canton. Ball underneath. Brown layup, no, can't get it to go, but the whistle and the foul called. Nice pass to Jackson Brown. Brown trying to get the bucket, fouled, and now Jackson Brown at the free throw line for the Pleasant Grove Vikings, down by 10. Free throw's up. Free throw is good. Making it 13-22. Advantage Lone Peak. Brown again from the free throw line. Second free throw coming up. Free throw's up. Free throw is no good. Canton brings it in for the Lone Peak Knights. 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. Cole Canton gets it to Jaden Hughes. Hughes over in the corner. Now back to Canton. Canton floats it up. Can't get it to go. Rebound brought in by the Vikings. Palmer plays it up to Blackett. Blackett tries to sneak one underneath. Finds Brown. Brown reverse layup. No, but the whistle. And the foul called. Jackson Brown again heading to the line here for free throws with 26 seconds left in this first quarter. Second foul called against Crew Fotheringham. Free throw's up. Free throw is good. Substitutions coming up here for Lone Peak as well. Brown again at the free throw line. Second free throw coming up. Free throw up. Free throw good. 2 for 2 on that trip to the line. Makes it 22-15 with 26 seconds left. Saxon Young, who just checked back in, leaves it for Cole Catton. Shot clock is off here with 15 seconds left. Catton holding on for what Lone Peak wants it to be the final possession. Here's Catton. Underneath to Brimhall. Brimhall floats it up, gets it to go. A heave. That'll go over and out, and that'll take us to the end of the first quarter as the Lone Peak Knights lead it 24-15 over the Pleasant Grove Vikings. We'll take a quick step aside here on the Rewind Sports Network. When we return, second quarter action on KSLSports.com. And I want to welcome you back into the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com, as always presented by Tab Bank. Second quarter action about to get underway. Alex Napoles here with you at Pleasant Grove High School. It's the Vikings taking on the Knights. Knights lead it to start second quarter action, 24-15. Behind some good three-point shooting from Crew Fotheringham and Saxon Young. Whistle and a travel called against Saxon Young. 24-15, Vikings get possession back. Pleasant Grove trying to cut into this deficit. Jackson Brown underneath to Blackett. Blackett thought about it, now floats it up. But the whistle, the foul. And now free throws coming up for Brennan Blackett. Foul called against Andreoli, his second. Free throws up, free throws good. Just chipping away at this Lone Peak lead, now 16-24. Brennan Blackett, second free throw coming up. Blackett at the free throw line. Free throw up. Free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 on that trip to the line. Saxon Young will bring it up for the Lone Peak Knights. Young drives. Young pulls up for the jumper. Hits the hour. No good. Rebound brought in by Jackson Brown. Brown quickly down the other way to Palmer. Palmer puts it up and in. And one. A big run here for the Vikings that extends back to the end of the first quarter. Now has the Vikings staring at just a 24-19 deficit. Chance here for Ashton Palmer at the three-point play. Palmer, free throw. The senior guard, free throw is up. Free throw is good. And just like that, it's a 4-point game. Lone Peak's lead reduced to just 4 with 7:09 left to go. Here's Cole Catton. Gets it to Hughes. Hughes in the corner. Brimhall for 3. Hits the hour. No. Rebound brought in by Jackson Brown. Brown quickly going up to Palmer. Palmer gets past Hughes. Stolen away. Now here comes Lone Peak going down the other way with Jaden Hughes. Hughes spins in the lane. Swatted away by Brown. Catton, corner 3, hits the back iron, no good. And Lone Peak somehow end up with possession again. Here's Jaden Hughes. Hughes plays it to Catton, 6:35 left. Catton drives, kicks it out. Brimhall on the wing for 3, gets it to go. Putting a stop to the Viking run, and Brimhall adding a 3. It's Knights lead 27-20. 6:20 left to go. Ball goes out of bounds. Vikings retain possession. Blackett coming back in for Pleasant Grove. Jackson Brown to inbound here on the near sideline. Substitutions coming up now too for the Knights as Crew Fotheringham checking back in. Also back in Camden Broadhead. Brown to inbound for PG. Here's Preston White. Blackett for three. No. Rebound brought in by Hughes. Lone Peak turning it up with Fotheringham in the corner. Now is Andreoli. This is Crew Fotheringham. Near the top of the key, guarded by Jackson Brown. Fotheringham spins, jumper. No, rebound brought in. Ooh, big collision there inside of the paint. And it will stay possession Vikings. Brimhall wanted the call. Instead, a foul called against Skylar Andreoli. His third. At Viking to inbound with Mossman, who plays it to Preston White. White on the wing. Across, underneath to Blackett. Blackett floats it up. No, but the whistle and the foul called. Some going against Broadhead. Gets whistled for his third. Fourth team foul here for the Lone Peak Knights with 5:41 left. First free throw up, first free throw no good. Second free throw coming up here for Blackett. Brendan Blackett, free throw up, free throw is good. And goes 1 for 2 on that trip to the line. Fotheringham for Lone Peak on the other end. Gets it to Young. Young back to Fotheringham. Guarded by Johansson. Drives. Poked away and stolen away by the Vikings. Mossman comes up with possession. Gets it to Johansson. Johansson crosses the timeline. Gets it to Brown. Brown over to Blackett and a travel called. Another turnover for the Vikings. This one's going back to Lone Peak as Hughes inbounds to Saxon Young. And now back across to Jaden Hughes. Hughes over to Brimhall. Brimhall drives in the paint, kicks it out. Young for three, gets it to go. Another big three-point shot from Saxon Young. Now the Vikings on the other end trying to respond, but the whistle and the foul. Substitutions coming up here for Pleasant Grove. Blackett to inbound over on that far sideline. Floats it into Preston White. White across to Jency. Now back to Blackett. Mossman kicks it out. White thought about the three. Now drives. Floats it up. Swatted away by Broadhead. Hughes comes up with possession. Hughes goes all the way. Tries to put it up. It'll go out of bounds and out. And it stays with Lone Peak. 4:30 left to go here in the first half. Knights lead at 30-21. To inbound is Saxon Young. Young floats it up, trying to find Broadhead underneath. Instead picked out of the air by the Vikings. Jency on the other end. Blackett, layup is no good. Mossman tries to put it back up. Loose ball, ends up with Fotheringham. Fotheringham crosses the timeline for the Knights. Kicks it out. Brimhall. Three, gets it to go. It's the three-point shooting here for the Lone Peak Knights in the first half. Making a difference as Logan Brimhall now adds a three of his own. And now Vikings trying to respond with Jackson Brown inside the paint. And a travel called. Another turnover here for Pleasant Grove. As the Vikings will, or excuse me, as the Knights will get the ball back. Hughes to inbound. Plays it to Young. Saxon Young bringing possession up for Lone Peak. Plays it across to Hughes. Hughes over to the corner for three. No good. And a whistle and a foul called. Brimhall called for the foul. His second of the night, 5th team foul for Lone Peak. This will send Preston White to the line for free throws. 3:41 left to go. Pleasant Grove down, 21-33. Chance here to cut into the lead. Preston White, first free throw's up. Free throw good. Second free throw coming up here for White. Free throw's up, and it's good. 2 for 2 on that trip to the line. Gets us back within 10. Young across to Hughes. Hughes back to Young. Young to Hughes. Hughes tipped away. Lands at Fotheringham. Underneath now to Brimhall. Tries to put it up. Stolen away by the Vikings. Big defensive effort from Pleasant Grove. Now sees Preston White. Plays the ball underneath to Mossman. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Fotheringham. Fotheringham will now cross the timeline. To Hughes. Underneath. Hughes kicks it out. Broadhead. 4-3. No. Young saves it from going out, only to find a Viking, and now the whistle and the foul called. This will send Jackson Brown to the line for free throws.
To the line shooting team number 4, Jackson.
And with 3:04, Jackson Brown to cut into this deficit. Pleasant Grove free throws coming up here. Brown, first free throw's up. First free throw is no good. Hits the back iron, bounces out. Brown again from the free throw line. Fotheringham called for his 3rd foul of the night. Free throw up, free throw good. 1 for 2 on that trip to the line, makes it 33-24. Lone Peak in possession here with Saxon Young. Young plays it across to Hughes. Hughes on the wing. Guarded by Blackett. Kicked out to Young. Young thought about the 3. Guarded by White. Now pulls up for 3. Hits the iron. No. Loose ball brought in. Brimhall puts it back up. Can't get it to go. Blackett wrestles it down. Rebound here for the Vikings. Viking possession. Brendan Blackett on the other end. Gets it to White. White drives, kicks it out. Corner for Jency. Jency, ball poked away. And the whistle. And another foul called. This one going against Saxon Young. Called for his 2nd of the night. And with 2:24 left to go in the 2nd quarter, Kyler Jency at the line for free throws. Jency, free throw up, free throw good. Making it 33-25. 2nd free throw coming up. Free throw up, and it's good. 2 for 2 on that trip to the line here for the Vikings as Pleasant Grove chipping away at the Lone Peak lead. Young, cross-court pass to Broadhead. Underneath, ball put up, Brimhall no. Goes out of bounds, and it stays with Lone Peak. Substitution coming up here for the Knights. Broadhead checking in, Wes Capel, the junior, for Lone Peak. Young to inbound for the Knights. Hughes in the corner, kicks it out to Catton. Catton on the wing, guarded by Jency. 7 on the shot clock. With 6, with 5, with 4. Catton floats it up and 1. Cole Catton floats it up, gets it to go, and is fouled. Puts it in through the contact, now has a chance at a 3-point play. 35-26. Knights lead, 150 left. Jency called for his third foul of the night. Catton free throw up, free throw good. And just like that, Lone Peak back up by 10. Preston White directing traffic. Out to Palmer. Underneath, here's Johansson. Back to Ashton Palmer. Palmer plays it to White. White across to Blackett. Blackett pulls up for three, hits the back iron. No. Rebound brought in by White. White will cross the timeline. Inside the paint. And now a whistle. And the foul called. This will send Saxon Young to the line for the it's going to be Saxon Young who's going to inbound here with 1:22 left. Brimhall inside, puts it up, can't get it to go, loose ball. Capel kicks it out, now Young for three. No, rebound by Catton, second chance, put back is up and in. Cole Catton gets two for the Knights, extends the lead. Now down to under a minute to go. Ball stolen away by Lone Peak. On the other end, it's Catton, lays it up, can't get it to go. Capel rebound, Hughes now drives. No, another putback for Lone Peak, but now we have a whistle and the foul. Preston White whistled for the foul. And Jaden Hughes at the free throw line. Free throw is up, free throw is good. Second free throw coming up here for Hughes. No good. 1 for 2 on that trip to the line for Hughes as the Knights lead at 39-26, 47 seconds left. Preston White will bring it up for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Ball played across to Johansson. Now Blackett dumps it off underneath. Mossman brings it in, can't put it up, and gets his own rebound, but the whistle and the foul.
Fouls on number 32, Louis Brimhall. That's his third personal foul.
Brimhall called for the foul, his third. Mossman now at the free throw line with 32 seconds left. Free throw's up, free throw no good. Substitutions coming up here for the Vikings as well. Brown back in. Ingles in for the Vikings. Mossman, free throw up, free throw no good. That one goes out of bounds, and it stays with the Vikings. Say it came off of Lone Peak.
Back into the Vikings, number 32, Brennan Blackett.
Brennan Blackett checking in, and so with 31 seconds left, Pleasant Grove with possession on the baseline. To inbound here is Johansson. Johansson floats it up. Brought in by Brown. Blackett holds. Now Johansson. Shot clock is off here with 20 seconds left. Johansson to Blackett. Back to Johansson. 12 seconds left. Johansson again. Brennan Blackett. With 6, with 5, with 4. Blackett drives, swatted away by Jaden Hughes. A heave from Catton, hits the glass, and that'll do it here for the first half. 3-point shooting making the difference for the Lone Peak Knights as they lead at 39-26 as we head to the halftime break. Don't go anywhere. Second half action here at Pleasant Grove High School when we return on the Rewind Sports Network. And I want to welcome you back into the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. as always, presented by Tab Bank. I'm Alex Annapolis. We're here at Pleasant Grove High School as we get ready to start second half action between the Vikings and the Lone Peak Knights. It's the Lone Peak Knights who lead it 39-26 to start second half action here. It's the Knights in the black. They'll go to the left. The Vikings in their white. They'll go to the right. Here's Preston White for Pleasant Grove. Floats it up, in and out, no good. And now ball coming down the other way here with the Lone Peak Knights. Saxon Young. Young plays it in the corner for Logan Brimhall. Brimhall plays it to Broadhead. Broadhead pulls up, and the first bucket of the second half belongs to the Lone Peak Knights. They extend the lead, 41-26. Ball stolen away. Here comes Jaden Hughes. Hughes floats it up, gets it to go through contact, and one. Add another two for Jaden Hughes. Add another two for the Lone Peak Knights. As Hughes will now head to the line for the three-point play, 43-26. Hughes. Free throw is up. Free throw is good. And goes 1 for 1 on that trip to the line. Extends the lead here for the Lone Peak Knights. Vikings trying to respond, looking for their first bucket of this second half. Preston White gets it to Johansson. Johansson thought about the three, nicely guarded by Hughes. Spins, floats it back out to White. White underneath to Blackett. Blackett from the free throw line, can't get it to go. Here's Fotheringham playing it up to Saxon Young. Young spins up the baseline and now whistled as he'll step out of bounds. Turnover coming up here for Lone Peak. 6:48 left to go in this third quarter. Knights lead at 44-26. Ball back in play with the Pleasant Grove Vikings. White. Jackson Brown for three. Hits the iron. Can't get it to go. Ball comes out to Blackett. Blackett whips it out to White. White pulls up top of the key. Three. No. In and out again. Goes out of bounds. And it goes to the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Underneath to Brown. Brown inside. Can't get it back to Preston White. And now one back by Lone Peak. Fotheringham floats it up. Layup by Broadhead. And it's good. Lone Peak extend the lead, 46-26. Up by 20. Three in the corner for Brown. Gets it to go. Good response on the other end for the Vikings. As Pleasant Grove trying to cut into this lead. 5:53 left. Saxon Young plays it to Fotheringham. Fotheringham near the top of the key. Drives, but the whistle. And Jackson Brown whistled for the foul. Brown called for his first foul of the night. Here's Lone Peak with possession. Comes back to Saxon Young. Young leaves it for Broadhead. Pulls up from the free throw line and can't get it to go. Blackett will now push it up for Pleasant Grove. Here's the Vikings with White. Out to Blackett. Blackett pulls up. Three-point shot. Gets it to go. Back-to-back three-point shots for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Gets it back within 46-32. Over in the corner for Brimhall. Brimhall in the paint. Kicks it out. Fotheringham now underneath. Back to Brimhall. Broadhead. Yes. Camden Broadhead extending the lead for the Lone Peak Knights. Makes it 48-32. Cross-court pass to Jackson Brown. Picks it out of the air. Floats it back to White. White underneath to Mossman. Layup, no. Rebounded by Blackett. Blackett kicks it out to Brown. Brown for three. And no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Going back now to the Lone Peak Knights with 4:29 left to go. Young drives, floats it up. Broadhead extending up, couldn't get it to go on the other end, and now here's White with the layup, and it's good. Vikings on a run. 48-34 with 4:04 left to go. Here's Jaden Hughes. Leaves it for Saxon Young. Young plays it to Fotheringham. Back now to Hughes. Hughes to Young. 11 on the shot clock. Brimhall somehow gets it to Jaden Hughes. Now Fotheringham for three. Gets it to go. Another three-point shot for the Lone Peak Knights as Fotheringham extending the lead, 51-34. Poked away, stolen away. Broadhead ends up at Fotheringham. Fotheringham now floats it up, can't get it to go, but the whistle and the foul called. This one will go against Preston White. Gets called for his fourth of the night. Free throws coming up here prior to timeout taken. We'll take it with them here on the Rewind Sports Network. After the timeout taken, free throws coming up here for the Lone Peak Knights. Crew Fotheringham at the line, trying to extend the Lone Peak lead, 3:20 left to go in this third quarter. Conversations now being had by the officials prior to. Some water spilled on the court. We'll have a stoppage here, trying to clean up a wet spot just in front of the Pleasant Grove bench. Well, we have the stoppage in play while we get ready to resume action. This is Izzy Ingles, first year as head coach for the Lone Peak Knights, his second game in charge of Lone Peak, looking to go 1-1 on the season after losing their opener to Layton Christian, 66-58, the score in that one. Fotheringham free throws up, free throw good, extending the Knights' lead, 52-34. Fotheringham second free throw up, second free throw is good, and goes 2 for 2 on that trip to the line. Pleasant Grove coming down the other way, trying to respond. Johansson underneath to Mossman. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Broadhead. Now here's Young. Plays it to Fotheringham. Fotheringham on the wing, now drives. Ball underneath. Broadhead inside. And a whistle. And a stoppage in play here with 3 minutes left to go. Mossman called for the foul, his first of the night. Fourth team foul for the Pleasant Grove Vikings here in this third quarter. Young to play it, to get it back in bounds. Now here's Broadhead. Young on the wing. Slowing things down here for the Lone Peak Knights. .15 on the shot clock, gets it to Fotheringham. Now drives, floats it up, can't get it to go. Rebound brought in by Blackett. Blackett plays it up quickly, stolen away by Saxon Young. Young to Fotheringham, 4-3, no. Kept in by Lone Peak. Lone Peak retained possession. Here's Saxon Young. Young directing traffic. Guarded by Mossman. Pulls up for three. Hits the iron and gets it to go. Saxon Young adds another 3-point shot to his tally, adds another one here for the Lone Peak Knights, 56-34, 1:56 left to go in the third. Johansson underneath, Mossman gets it up, can't get it to go. Loose ball, and the whistle. Sun goes against Lone Peak as Brimhall called for his fourth foul. First team foul for the Lone Peak Knights here in the third quarter. 1:48 left to go. Viking possession as they'll look to inbound. Brimhall coming off, as well as Fotheringham. Cole Catton back in. Checking in is Andreoli as well. Loose ball underneath. Mossman can't bring in the handle. Stolen away by the Knights. Here comes Saxon Young. Crosses the timeline. Guarded by Palmer. Pulls up for three. And another three from Saxon Young. 59-34. Cross-court pass to Palmer, plays it to Johansson. Johansson on the wing, guarded by Young, plays it out to Blackett. Blackett pulls up three. No. Rebound brought in by Andreoli. Playing it out to Jaden Hughes. Hughes crosses the timeline. Spins. Layup. No. Put back. Can't get it to go. Another opportunity here for Lone Peak is up and in. Jaden Hughes adds a bucket to his tally, adds another two for the Lone Peak Knights. Ball kicked out to Blackett. Blackett driving up the baseline. Trying to play it out to Palmer. Palmer can't bring it in. It's a turnover for the Vikings. And with 41 seconds left here in the third, Lone Peak get the ball back. Substitutions as well for both sides. Here's Catton for Lone Peak. Cole Catton plays it to Young. Young floats it across. Here's Andreoli playing it back to Saxon Young. Catton, nice passing here for the Knights. Young again. 8 on the shot clock. Deep three from Young, no good. Andreoli brings in the rebound. He'll go for three. Can't get it to go. Brown with the rebound, has to play it out quick. Ball on the other end. Palmer can't bring it in. It goes out of bounds with 0.7 seconds left. And that'll take us to the end of the third quarter, where it's the Lone Peak Knights who lead it 61-34 as we head to the final frame. Don't go anywhere. More from Pleasant Grove High School on the Rewind Sports Network when we return. Want to welcome you back into the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com, as always presented by Tap Bank. Alex Napple is here with you. Pleasant Grove High School is the place as the Vikings taking on the Lone Peak Knights. Lone Peak leading it 61-34 as we get started on fourth quarter action. Young pulls up for three, hits the iron, no good. Andreoli with the rebound, put back is up and in. Puts it in through contact, and now Skylar Andreoli at the line for the three-point play, looking to extend the Knight lead. Andreoli, free throw is up, and it's no good. Hits the back iron, comes back out for the Vikings. Loose ball. Jackson Brown trying to win possession, but you do have a whistle. And a foul called against Cole Catton, his first foul of the night. Viking possession here. 63-34. A three from Palmer is no good. Lands at Jency. Jency reverse layup. Gets it up, puts it in through contact, and now Kyler Jency having a chance at the line for the three-point play. Andreoli called for his fourth foul of the night. Crew Fotheringham back in for Lone Peak. Free throw from Jency coming up here. Free throw's up. Free throw is good. Knights get the ball in with Capel. Here's Fotheringham. Nicely done by Fotheringham. Keeps possession. Kicks it out to Andreoli, who goes for three. Can't get it to go. Ball brought in by White. White quickly going down the other way. White, layup, gets it to go. 7 minutes left to go here in the third. Vikings down 39-63. Fotheringham with possession for the Knights on the other end. Gets it across. Here's Catton underneath. Swatted away by Brown at the rim. Ball goes out of bounds. Possession stays with Lone Peak. Fotheringham here with possession for the Knights. Again, happy to slow things down. Fotheringham gets it to Catton. Catton floats it up, beats the shot clock, but the whistle, a late foul here on the shot clock. Ended up not hitting the rim, but with 2 seconds left, Ingles called for the foul, his first of the night, and this will put Cole Catton at the line for free throws. Second team foul for the Vikings here in the fourth quarter. 6:28 left. Catton, free throw up. Free throw is good. Second free throw coming up for the Knights. Catton, free throw up. Free throw good. 2 for 2 on that trip to the line. 65-39. Lone Peak leads it. Ball on the other end for the Vikings. White to Brown. Brown kicks it out. Ingles on the baseline. Back out to Preston White. Now over in the corner for Brown. Nice passing for the Vikings. And it's picked out of the air. Stolen away by Chessman. Fotheringham kicks it out to Andreoli. Drives up the baseline. Layup. Puts it up through contact. And gets it to go. Skylar Andreoli will head to the free throw line. And a chance at a three-point play with 6 minutes left in the fourth. Palmer called for his first foul of the night. Andreoli with a chance at a three-point play. Free throw up, free throw good. And it's 68-39. Stoppage in play as Brennan Blackett checking back in for Pleasant Grove. This means Jency will inbound for the Vikings. Gets it to Preston White. Blackett out to Jency for 3. Can't get it to go. And we have a whistle. And a foul called against Lone Peak. Andreoli called for his 5th foul of the night. Andreoli will have to head out as Logan Brimhall back in. Brimhall also now checking back in and sitting at four fouls on the night for Logan Brimhall. Ball inbounded, quickly going back out of bounds. Stays with Viking possession here. Preston White to play it in. Corner 3, can't get it to go. Brimhall does a good job to keep that one in. Ball poked away, and it goes out of bounds. To inbound here on the near sideline will be the Lone Peak Knights. Ball into Fotheringham, and Crew Fotheringham will bring it up for the Knights. Fotheringham crosses the timeline. Now near the top of the key. Out to the wing, guarded by Blackett. Brendan Blackett making his presence known. Fotheringham inside the paint, looking for options. Underneath to Canton. Canton puts it up, can't get it to go. And now Viking possession. Quickly out to White. White layup, gets it to go. Preston White gets it to go for 2:41-68. Loose ball. Canton comes up with it. Vikings steal it away. Ingles gets it to Preston White. White crosses the timeline. Pleasant Grove quickly onto the attack, kicks it out. Johansson for three. Can't get it to go. Rebound brought in by Ingles. Back out, stolen away, and now Lone Peak possession. But a whistle and a stoppage here as ball's going out for the Lone Peak Knights. Johansson called for the foul, his second of the night, and with 4:46, Lone Peak get possession back. Broadhead back in for Lone Peak. Fotheringham floats it in, comes off of Young. It goes out of bounds, and the ball will return to the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Ball here for Pleasant Grove, another whistle. As that one goes back now to Lone Peak. Ball in with Saxon Young. Young, who just checked back in for Lone Peak. As the Knights lead it 68-41, 4:30 left here in the fourth. Guarded by Johansson. Back to Young. Young with 13 on the shot clock. Directing traffic with 10, with 9. Here's Young. Fotheringham now near the top of the key. He'll drive. The whistle. And the foul call. This one goes against Pleasant Grove as Brendan Blackett called for the foul. 4:07 left. Blackett called for his third foul of the night. A 15th foul here for the Vikings. This sends Crew Fotheringham to the line. No, excuse me. Broadhead will go to the free throw line. Free throw is up. Free throw is good. Broadhead extending the lead for Lone Peak. Second free throw coming up. Broadhead second free throw is no good. Viking possession. White puts it up, gets it to go. Nicely done, Preston White. 69-43. Young, cross-court pass to Brimhall. Pulls up for three. Can't get it to go. Hits the iron, bounces out. Loose ball. Ends up back at Logan Brimhall, but we do have a whistle. And a foul called. This one goes against Logan Brimhall. Or excuse me, no, this will go against Broadhead. His fourth. 15 foul for Lone Peak, and so this has the Vikings at the line for the free throws. Ingles' free throw is up. No good. 69-43, the score remains. 3:45 left. Ingles again from the free throw line. Second free throw up, and it's good. 1 for 2 on that trip to the line from Ingles. And now here comes Lone Peak. Fotheringham quickly floats it up, trying to find Broadhead. Can't get it to go. Preston White. Blackett now on the wing. Stolen away. Here comes Lone Peak off the turnover. Ball floated up. Miscommunication as that one will just roll out of bounds. And out as Pleasant Grove get possession back. Substitutions coming up here for the Vikings as Nate McDonald checking in. Turley in for Pleasant Grove as well. Loose ball goes out of bounds. Going back the other way for Lone Peak. Victor Lopez now checking in. Stoppage and play here as Lone Peak also looking to make some changes. .318 left, Lone Peak ball as Wes Capel plays it in. Jaden Hughes. Hughes underneath. He'll step out of bounds. Turnover for Lone Peak. Ball going the way with Pleasant Grove. Here comes Lopez. Ball underneath, reverse layup from Ingles is up and in. Jaden Hughes on the other end for Lone Peak. Dumps it off underneath. And we do have a whistle and a foul. And with 2:52, Jaden Hughes will head to the free throw line, trying to extend this Lone Peak lead. Ingles called for the foul, his second of the night. Hughes at the line here for Lone Peak. Jaden Hughes, free throw up, free throw no good. Second free throw from Hughes is up. Can't get it to go. Rebound brought in by Lone Peak. And that one goes out to Jaden Hughes. 2:43 left to go. Lone Peak leads it 69-46. Ball underneath. Ball up. No good. Rebound brought in by Ingles. Ingles plays it out to Larson. Larson playing it to Turley. Now Lopez for three. Hits the back iron. No. Rebound picked out of the air by the Knights, but we do have the whistle and we do have a foul called. Free throws coming up here for the Knights. 2:25 left. Free throw up, free throw good. Extending this Knight lead. Second free throw is no good. Loose ball ends up with the Vikings. And quickly won back by Lone Peak. Ty Burgeon. Burgeon puts it up. Can't get it to go. Rebounded out of the air. Ball put up and in. Cheeseman there getting the two. Lopez, cross-court pass. Turley does a good job to keep it in, but one back. Here's Capel for Lone Peak. Cheeseman. Back to Cal Cheeseman. Ball underneath. And the whistle and the foul, and with 1:34 left, Lone Peak will head to the free throw line. For the Pleasant Grove Vikings, they start off the season with a 60-52 win against the Syracuse Titans. Last week, to start off the season, 1-0. And Carson Williams, second year in charge. Last year went 11-14 last year went 10-14 overall. were the 12th seed in the RPI heading into the tournament last season, where they lost to Bingham in 6A, now making that transition down to 5A for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Looking to make some noise this season, this PG team. 126. Knights up 72-46. That's Ambury. Ball put up. Can't get it to go. And with 1:09 left, Viking possession, 72-46. A three is no good. That was Nate McDonald's attempting the three-point shot. Ambury again on the other end for the Lone Peak Knights. Ball floated up, no. Loose ball now. Brought down by Lone Peak. Ball put up, no. Second chance opportunity, can't get it to go, but the whistle and the foul called. And so with 46 seconds left, we'll have Lone Peak at the line for free throws.
First personal foul. To the line, shooting 2, Logan Smith.
Daxval Gardson called for his first foul of the night. Free throw up, free throw no good. Another free throw coming up here for the Knights. Free throw up, free throw is good. 46 seconds left to go here at Pleasant Grove High School. Another substitution for Lone Peak. As we head to the final seconds of this one. McDonald plays it underneath. Larson kicks it out to Lopez. Lopez tries the three, can't get it to go. Brought in by Burgeon. Burgeon crosses the timeline. Ty Burgeon drives. And the whistle, the foul. And we'll have another free throw coming up here. This time, Ty Burgeon will go to the line for free throws. Victor Lopez called for the foul, his first of the night. 26 seconds left. For the Lone Peak Knights, new head coach Izzy Engel coming in. First year as head coach for Lone Peak. This is a team who went 15-9 last season and tied for first in Region 3 with a 7-3 region record. Free throw up, free throw good. Starting off this season with the loss. Again, they lost to Layton Christian 66-58 in the season opener. Izzy Engel here at Pleasant Grove High School looking to walk away with the first win as the new head coach of the Lone Peak Knights. Ball underneath, swatted away. Lopez on the wing, pulls up, can't get it to go. Loose ball ends up at McDonald, who now floats it up, no. And now here's Ambury. Ambury floats it up, tries to beat the buzzer, can't get it to go, goes out of bounds, and that'll do it. Izzy Engel and the Lone Peak Knights win their first game of the new 2025-2026 campaign and improve to 1-1 on the season with this 75-46 win over the Pleasant Grove Vikings. For the Vikings, they'll fall to 1-1 on the season. Beat Syracuse last week out, 60-52. This time fall to Lone Peak. But again, under second-year head coach Carson Williams, this is a Pleasant Grove Vikings side looking to make some noise down in 5A in their new region. Final score here from Pleasant Grove High School, 75-46 as the Knights take it. That's going to do it for us here on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com, as always presented by Tab Bank. I'm Alex Napolis. Big shout out to Austin on the camera, and from the entire Rewind Sports family, we thank you for watching. Everyone have a good night. We'll talk to you next time here on KSLSports.com.